Emsolation is recorded on the stolen lands of the Wurundjeri people, the first storytellers of this country. We pay our respects to elders past and present and to any First Nations peoples listening. We acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be.
You're in Emsolation.
Oh, what happened? She had an out-of-body experience.
I have been disassociating all day. My soul and spirit do not want to be in this vessel. They are begging to leave the vessel, and several times I've just drifted. I literally could see us. I was above us just then.
Yeah, right. You want to be in you want to be in a winged horse like a unicorn flying.
I do not. It's the end of the world as we know it. Like every day I wake up and what is this new fresh hell? What's facing me?
Why am I in this form again?
What has happened?
In this existence.
Just in the world though, just because we are on the precipice of World War III.
Things seem to be spinning out of control.
Quite. And then there's the juxtaposition of, I'm going to go to Pilates today.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
Holding both.
Yeah.
But not really.
Yeah. Do I want a toasty? Also,
wow, there's a live stream
out.
of a bomb going off in a remote town. Like, I'll have cheese, thanks. The duality, it feels obscene.
One of the saddest things about existence is it's funny when you go back to think about the Second World War and
But it was scheduled updates.
Well, yes,
You
but
knew
also
when you were getting them.
No, but also no one knew the real horrors of the Second World War. No one really absorbed it until afterwards because they weren't live streamed, and there was the feeling, and it was sort of suggested a bit that in the Vietnam War that maybe if you saw the images, no one would tolerate it, and there'd be so much pressure to
Well,
edit.
we've proved that theory
But now
wrong.
we've found out absolutely we can look at. You can just have someone making a smoothie and then on to the worst war thing, and we disassociate.
Totally. Until it's happening to us. And look, it's not that far away.
That incredible movie, The Zone of Interest, was about that. Essentially about the worst things happening just over the wall, and you just learn to focus on your garden.
Yeah, well, it was still happening like during the Blitz. People were going to the theatre. These things, lives were still happening in a parallel way. They just weren't being live streamed to our fucking pockets 24/7. And I'm not complaining, like poor me, shut up. But also, Jesus Christ. Hi, I'm Em Rossiano. I'm a writer, a singer, a stand-up comedian, a maximalist power queen, a neurodivergent magic brain, and a podcaster. And together with my best friend since I was 11, award-winning screenwriter Mr. Michael Lucas, we bring you this podcast every week. I am now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am now 47 ans.
Is that 47?
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
I am.
Yep.
I'm 47 now. It was my birthday on the weekend. I just left my body again. I'm not joking.
Yeah. Wow.
Can somebody tie Casper the fucking ghost down while she does this podcast? What's happening?
I don't know. It's like Peter Pan, how his shadow runs away on him.
Do I stop blinking when it happens?
You sort of have a weird moment where
Disassociation.
it just looks like a minor stroke.
Yes. Yes. Whatever keeps happening. Oh, God, I'm so glad I'm opening a show tonight in Darwin that I'm definitely ready for, that I'm not completely terrified that as soon as I start talking about the collapse of my marriage on stage, I'm going to dissolve and or spontaneously combust. I don't know what's going to win, pure unadulterated rage or just despondent despair. Who can say?
Compelling reason to buy a ticket, I'd say.
My birthday was over the weekend. We had a lovely soiree at a pub. I've never really thought I'd be a pub girl.
This is a very upscale pub. When
It's
you
great
say
pub.
we went in the restaurant part of the pub, and frankly, it was the best food I've had
Quite frankly.
anywhere. Amazing.
We do love the food. People came. I did arrive with Australia's sweetheart, Missy Higgins, and I'm walking in.
Delta just screamed somewhere.
Don't worry about Delta.
In this week where she has finally been selected.
Selected.
Well, yeah, how does one
I
get
don't
it?
think Delta's forced to audition. I think she walks into a room and says, I'm fucking Delta Goodrem and I want to do Eurovision.
It's time.
And they're like, madam, yes, say less. And if anyone was built for the campery, and if there is not a spinning piano with ridiculous lengths of arm scarves and swooshing and swirling and whirling derbyshires, if we are not getting full-scale fucking piano diva realness, I don't want it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. The expectations.
She has such an opportunity now to cement herself as Australia's campiest camp diva.
That's right. If she was in any way restrained in terms of camp, now is the time to just take those buckles off.
Delta, a public plea, an open letter to one Delta Goodrem who is representing Eurovision.
Yeah.
You must go in full tits to the wall, and those tits better be covered in fucking sequined nipple tassels. I want hard-bodied men and women because I'm all about equality. Loincloths that spin as you spin on a platform. And I want the spinning platform to have a spinning piano. I want you to be on a spinning platform on the spinning piano on the spinning platform. I want you to vomit. I want you to get a vertigo. I want glitter. Oh, my God, I want dry ice, so much dry ice. They think that there's been a bomb threat phoned in. Like, let's go. I'm available and open for any sort of creative consults you may require. I'm happy to pitch any ideas to you. Yours sincerely, best regards, best wishes, chase your dreams, M. Rossiano.
I'm sure she appreciates that.
But I was there and I always forget, sometimes when I'm walking through a space, one or two mums will think, did I go to high school with her? Like, I get it. I always forget when Missy and I go public, it is people lose their fucking minds. It is literally like walking in with Elvis.
Yeah.
In Australia.
Yeah.
She is Australia's sweetheart.
She looms large.
I wish if people knew them, I laugh. I've gotten to know her and she's amazing. She's one of my all-time favourite people. She and I are very similar, which will shock some people because I don't think I'd ever be described as Australia's sweetheart.
You are very similar. I would say that your stage personas are quite different.
Yes.
Missy Higgins has a particular kind of
Australia's sweetheart.
Yeah.
And she is.
Yeah.
But behind closed doors, maybe some might say I drag her down to my level. Who can say? But we love her.
I'm interested though when you say that people really notice her relationship with her own fame, is she just so used to it now that she doesn't even like pay it? She must notice it, obviously.
I don't think she's ever going to be used to it, knowing Missy, because she's very hyper aware of everything and sensitive and clever and smart and lovely. But she just knows how to just keep. The trick is to keep walking forwards. If you stop, it's over. OVAH. It's like, man down, woman down. I'm like, keep moving. And it's like, I watch her. It's an art form. She acknowledges, she smiles, hi, how are you? And she's like, she's incredible at it.
There was a funny moment when I was introduced to her. She was saying, I think we've met before. And she was explaining this quite specific night. And I haven't met her before. And then she was doubling down on, no, I'm pretty sure it was afterwards. No, I don't think you came to the show. I think you met afterwards. And I didn't know how to say to her,
Babe.
You're Missy Higgins. If I've met you, I remember that I've met you. That's almost like sort of saying, it's like if Olivia Newton-John or something was saying, no, I would know. I would know. You are a very famous, beloved Australian. I would have told my whole family. I would have had a picture of it. I would have, and none of that exists. I'm really sorry. I haven't met you. And I promise you I would know.
Truly. She's so humble though. She's a humble queen.
It was incredibly
She's a fucking humble queen.
endearing.
I love her so much. I'm trying to get her in on the pod. She's dubious. She's like, what are you going to do to me? And there's going to have to be a list of things we can't talk about. I'm like, I know. But also, I also want her to explain to you all the pressure I'm putting on her to go through a slut phase musically. I already put together a Pinterest board of how I would dress her.
This be the whole episode.
I literally am pitching her like Missy the slutty years. And she's like, I don't think Australia wants that. I'm like, well, I do, quite frankly. She's so amazing.
You can't tell me Australia wouldn't watch.
Fuck. I love her. I love her.
And
anyway.
I tell you what, she could come up with, she always comes up with amazing tunes.
The songwriting's so good.
On.
I know. My daughters were there. It was great. It was just a nice time. I never normally acknowledge my birthday. So this year I did. I deeply regretted it until the moment I arrived. It was.
You seemed in great form.
I was.
Yeah.
Several wines deep.
How'd you wake up this morning?
Rough. Elio was an hour late to school.
Oh, and not because of the school refusal?
At the time of recording, it is Monday. Yes, no, it was a rough morning. I did question a few things. I was extremely dehydrated, but it was worth it. The birthday was lovely. The girls got me the shoes I always wanted in high school, the Timberland platform boat shoes. My parents would not spend that money. At our school, you were allowed to wear, we had brown leather school shoes. Every other school in the state had black leather school shoes, but where we went to school at Eltham College, it was brown leather school shoes. The really cool kids had either brown Doc Martens or the Timberland boat shoes.
Yes.
I had ones that were bought at Vic Market that had zips. So, but all I wanted was those fucking Timberland platform boat shoes.
Yeah.
And I talked about them, and my daughters got them for me. Yes, they were the wrong size. And why would they know my size when Marcella and I literally wear the same size shoe? But that's okay. They're going to take them back for me. Who am I kidding? They're both ADHD. That's never going to happen. I better buy some insoles from Coles on my way home.
Oh, they're too big.
Yeah.
Better than the alternative, I guess.
They got me a sale. That's what she said. So it was lovely. It was a lovely birthday. Thank you to everybody involved. I'm 47. I'm actually technically 48. Because okay, let me blow your enormous minds. The day you turn the age you turn, you've already done that year. That's just ticking it off. Because the first year of life is 0, right?
Yeah.
You do 12 months and you turn 1. So I've just done my 47th year, heading into 48. Technically, I'm 48. You check the rings on this baby, she's 48. 1,048. Anyway. There's been some sort of awards and you're excited. I can't even concentrate. I've left my body again. Talk to me about the actors, Michael B. Jordan, unexpected. And then I want you to go into full special interest mode and tell me about what the Oscars race is looking like.
Oh, well, firstly, yes, the actors, which were previously known as the Screen Actors Guild, so they were the SAGs, and they've been renamed the actors.
Oh,
yes.
is this the SAGs?
Yes.
Oh, I was like, because they announced it. I'm like, we've already had the actors on the Gold Coast. We were there.
No, I know. And do you know how fucking pissed off the actor organisation in Australia must be? Because they thought, great, we've got this name that we're going to call our awards, and now the Screen Actors Guild have taken it's not spelt the same way. It's literally the actors over there, whereas we are the AACTA.
Which it sounds like both
Australian
of our accents.
Academy of Television and something like
Actors.
that. Yeah.
Actor.
I know, they'd be pissed off.
Totally.
It really hasn't worked
Why
out for
did
them.
they get rid of SAG? It's got such sorry, I keep kicking everything. It's got such brand recognition. Do you know what I mean? It's
I
like when the
know.
Bureau of Meteorology tried to rebrand. Like, babe, you've been around too long.
I know. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think that they
Is it
thought
saggy? Like,
yeah,
it's not like actors don't
negative
want to be associated
connotations.
with
It's not upbeat
saggy.
enough.
SAG.
Maybe.
SAG.
SAGs are also, or actors, I should say, are also TV and film.
Got it.
So hence, Catherine O'Hara got a posthumous award for the studio. Yes. which is
Seth
very-
got up and accepted, gave a lovely speech.
Yes.
Pretty much every evening before she had a shooting day on our show, she would email me and Evan an email that always was pretty similar, and it said, "Hello, I hope you'll consider the following." And then there would be a completely rewritten version of the scene she was in. And literally 100% of the time, it made not just her character better, but it made the scene better and the entire show better as a whole. And she really showed that you can be a genius and be kind, and one of those things does not have to come at the expense of the other in any way, shape, or form.
He may be slightly 1 foot off the list that I keep. Of
Oh,
men
he'll be relieved to
I
hear
don't
that.
like. Won't say what it's called.
It's sad because he's been winning every award under the sun, but he's still there sitting there going, I'm on the shit list. I'm still on the shit
Yeah.
list. Yours and Pamela Anderson's.
Good.
You know, she really
Of
does.
course, because of the Tommy, his
Yeah.
involvement in the Pammy and Tommy.
He never reached out to
and
her.
I love that she's holding that little grudge.
Made her feel yucky.
I totally support the pettiness.
Yes.
Not even that petty.
Not
Understandable.
petty. No.
Okay, so the
So-
actors' knee sags have taken place.
Yes. And so the SAGs are very significant because it's a similar voting body to the Oscars, because the Oscars are made up of the Academy, which is all the disciplines, but a huge part of that is other actors. And this is the Screen Actors Guild, massive crossover. So it's an indicator, bit of indicator. And for a long time, we felt like early on, we thought these Oscars weren't going to be that interesting because it was a bit of a like one battle after another. Early on, we were like an Ariana Grande.
Oh, I can't even believe Wicked was part of the conversation.
I
That seems
know.
crazy.
It's been wiped. But now it's all up for grabs because Sinners won Best Ensemble,
Well, I just want to say, I predicted all
And
of
so-
this.
But then at the Producers Guild, which also has crossover, one battle after another. So it's really down to the wire with one battle after another v Sinners.
I've seen both. Sinners fucking destroys One Battle After Another as a better film, a better experience, a better cast, the way it's shot, the way it looks, the way it was written, the effort, the vampires, the Michael B. Jordan-ness of it all, the way he made his face literally develop dimples when he was playing one of the twins, like he would hold it a certain way so the actor opposite him would remember which twin it was. I mean, give the man a fucking Oscar for the dimples.
He may get one. He won. I mean, everyone has felt like Timothée was cruising on him, but he's stolen. And Michael B. Jordan gave a very charming speech, was clearly overwhelmed. So now I don't know whether
he had a rough BAFTAs, didn't he?
He had a rough
Jesus
BAFTAs. Well, that's the other big
Christ.
award that happened, the British Academy Award, which also has some crossover. So the best actor, he's maybe the front runner now?
I sport it.
Him or Timothée maybe, and probably I guess Leonardo is sort of in there as well. I don't know. The most sure category, alas for our Rose Byrne, appears to be Best Actress, where Jessie Buckley is on a sweep now and is giving a charming speech every single time. So I feel like we can lock her
From
in.
Hamnet.
Hamnet,
Yes.
indeed. The supporting category is also just a complete mystery now.
Electrified. He's electrified.
I'm
Why?
electrified.
Whomst.
Because Amy Madigan, who played Aunt Gladys in Weapons, won at the SAGs, which was a popular win. If you've seen Weapons, it's a very striking, an ultimate Halloween costume. She as well gave a charming speech, but there's just many great supporting actress things. Supporting actor Sean Penn.
Oh, he was outstanding in that.
He was outstanding.
Like, I thought his acting was phenomenal. The way he held he was like a little angry meat-packed skin sausage with a crew cut, just walking around his tiptoes, yelling at everyone. It was quite phenomenal. I think about that character a lot. I really do. It's really stayed with me from One Battle After Another. His obsessiveness and I thought it was excellent acting.
Right, but then everyone thought that Stellan Skarsgård for
Haven't seen
sentimental
that.
value. I loved it.
Have you seen it? Sentimental?
Yeah, I loved it.
Sentimental value.
Value,
Okay, I
yeah.
haven't
Might be a
seen
bit slow. Maybe you'll find it a bit slow. I don't know.
You don't know me.
I don't.
Except that
Well,
you
I do.
Intimately. Intellectually, intimately, nothing else. Yes. So who are you tipping though? What do you think?
Honestly, it's very hard.
can't.
Okay, no, but I want to commit to it right now.
Okay, commit to the bet. It's Sophie's choice. I don't want to know what that means.
I think that Sinners has edged ahead and is going to win Best Picture. And I think it's going to win Best Original Screenplay. But I think One Battle After Another is going to win Best Director. And I think it's going to win Best Adapted Screenplay. This is...
Bitch, I said what I said.
And I think Jessie Buckley, that's no big one. I think Michael B. Jordan is going to win the Oscar.
Good for her.
Exactly. I think that Amy Madigan is going to win for Weapons, but...
Hi, gay.
Yeah, I think that Sean Penn is too controversial for the Oscars, so I think it is going to be Stellan Skarsgård. That I said what I said, and
I said what I said.
yeah,
But
and
he was so funny. He was so iconic.
he's
smoking
already
in the
won.
room.
He's won 2 Oscars, and I feel like it's hard to go a third.
All right.
And I think that Golden is going to win Best Song, but I mean, you'd have to be a fool to tip anything.
Hi, gay.
Amazing. Well, we look forward to seeing what occurs at.
Do you just disassociate again?
What are we talking about?
Let's go to the F1 because it's the only thing that's going to put
We
it back into
are
our body.
entering a full reset. It's true. I'm about to do an F1 special interest dump. So put your raincoats on. So I'm coming in thick and fast. Pray to your God.
That's alarming.
Make peace with your demons. Yes, it's F1 this weekend, the Melbourne GP, aka Vincie and M's grand final. Am I doing an overnight flight from Darwin via Sydney to make the Friday?
That is truly wild. And can I ask, do you have a full recline? I don't think you do because I don't think there is a flight from Darwin to... Hang on, you're doing Darwin to Sydney and then doing the connection. Wow.
So I can be back in time to take my father to the GP on Friday. I'm a good daughter. I'm the best and I'm going to get the
And
most
also-
in the wheel.
You'll have literally done the first performance of this show the
Let's
night
not talk
before.
about it. Please don't talk about it.
You won't have had a restorative sleep.
I've got my flight leaves from Darwin at 1 a.m.
Oh.
I get off stage at like 9:30, 10. I go back to the hotel. I have a quick shower. I wash off the glitter. I literally get myself ready in the outfit I'm going to wear to the GP. And then I get on the flight at 1:10 a.m. that flies to Sydney. And then I get on another flight from Sydney to Melbourne. I land at 9:30 a.m. So I've been on the road for like 8 hours. And then I go straight to Albert Park. I am going to be munted. Jesus fucking Christ. And not with alcohol.
My voice.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That I'm going to be beside myself.
You really will.
I can't think about it.
You're going to need some pharmaceutical help or something like that to get through the day.
I mean, yeah. Whatever. It's this week is, well, when this goes to air, I will be getting ready for the show. So I'll be in Darwin. When you're all listening, I'm in Darwin right now. It's Thursday morning. I'll be there.
Me too.
I know. Michael Lucas and Adrian Kirilla are coming to my show, and I won them both. I don't know what's going to happen.
But that's inviting for us.
Oh, God. No. Ben sat through the whole show today.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you perform it down here?
Yeah, I did it downstairs. It's just to record it so I could listen to it. Yeah. But the problem is I spoke it at double speed and it came in at 54 minutes and that's with no break for laughs.
It's a tight hour, right?
It's a tight hour with a 15-minute blowout contingency plan.
Okay.
15.
When you say blowout, it's normally got a very precise meaning. Got it.
I'm dressed all in red. There's a real theme for this year. Don't worry about that.
Anyway, you're going to be arriving at the grand final, as in F1.
The GP on Friday morning. I'm meeting my dad there. We're going in as guests of Mercedes AMG. Shout out Mercedes. Thank you so much for having us. My dad does drive an AMG. It's the one and only thing I managed to achieve when I was doing breakfast radio is I bought my dad his dream car. And it's so great. I don't
think that's the one and only thing.
No, but it was like the big daughter achievement.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that. I couldn't afford his proper dream car, which is like a Ferrari Enzo, you know. Yeah. But this one was achievable and within my wheelhouse. So he loves it. He loves AMG. He drives his car like he's in a secret F1 all the time anyway. He's got all the speed cameras memorized, whatever. We're looking forward to it. He's going to have his full AMG uniform on. We're talking cap, we're talking top, we're talking jacket, we're talking pants, we're talking shoes, the full kit. He wants to be mistaken as crew just in case. And my dad could jump in as crew. Don't worry about that. Could do it. So I'll be going straight there. But it's a precarious time for F1 for many reasons. At time of recording, we're not sure how many people are going to be there because of what's happening in the Middle East. Getting planes in and out of Dubai has become suddenly very problematic. And that means a lot of people stranded who would normally come via there from Europe, from all over the globe, basically. But I'm sure it'll be going ahead. I know the cars are already here, parked in containers, ready to go. So that's okay. The cars are here and the drivers. The drivers have charter jets. We don't have to worry about them. I think they're more talking about, the guy who shines the nuts and things. Okay. So it's very exciting. My dad is kind of beside himself and I wanted to get him on, but he couldn't possibly this afternoon because he had something, I can't even remember what it was, golf related. But he said to talk about the fact, and I took notes when I was talking to him, it's new hybrid engines, active aero, sustainable fuel, smaller cars, less grip, more energy management. F1 this season has become a battery sport as petrol with its side hustle. This is a whole new era we are entering into.
They're going green.
Yeah, well, yes. So
greener.
So it's a huge regulation reset. And F1 already, in my opinion, is overgoverned. There's too many rules. There's so many tiny little things that a driver fair and square wins a race and they're like, oh, well, he had 1,000th of a millimeter off of the spark and you can't, and now he's disqualified. I'm like, yeah, but he won. So I already think it's overgoverned, but there are new huge regulation reset. The cars are 30 kilograms lighter, 20 centimetres shorter wheelbase, 10 centimetres narrower and 40% less drag, which means they're going to be a little bit more nimble, a little bit more exciting to watch on the track. But expect 1 to 2 seconds slower per lap because now it is about battery conservation and when you can and can't use the super boost and if you have to recharge at a certain time. So really it's huge. And I know what you're thinking about is the MGUH is gone.
That is exactly what I was thinking about.
And that's the motor-generated unit heat.
What is happening with the MG2?
So it's the motor-generated unit heat. That used to be part of the hybrid system that took the energy from the exhaust, recovered it from there and kept the turbo spinning to prevent any sort of lag. But now the drivers have to manage the lag themselves. So that pisses them off. It means they have to keep the revs high through corners. And Ferrari's looking the goods on this, already experimenting with smaller turbo, which is meaning quicker starts. This is all from my dad's brain, just so you all know. So he says we're now at a fully 50-50, like it's a split, a power split, battery and petrol.
And how does he feel about this change?
It's probably best I don't document that.
Okay, yes.
My dad
He's a boomer.
would not be able to partake in any sort of Captain Planet scenario.
No.
Let the drivers drive the cars. The thing that he is excited about, that after 15 years, DRS is gone. And now if you just get within a second of a driver, you can open up your front and rear wings. Like, you don't have to wait to have it enabled. So it means it's going to be a bit more exciting to watch. And the thing is, if you do the overtake and you use a certain amount of energy to do it, you have to slow down later to recharge. So it's going to have this yo-yoing effect on the race. And Max Verstappen is already complaining about this. He's like, no, I'm just a battery manager, not a driver. Shut up, Max. I love you. So we've got, boost mode. It's just a whole massive, nobody knows what's going to happen, which is why Melbourne is going to be extraordinary. Because this is the first time.
The eyes of the racing world will be on Melbourne.
And I don't think anyone can fully know all the new rules. So here we go. We've got Red Bull under new leadership with Laurent, who, of course, took over from Christian Horner mid last year, Jerry Halliwell's husband.
Yes.
From Spice Girls. So
happy marriage?
Still married.
But happy.
Well, he was accused of inappropriate sexual conduct with Red Bull employees. Don't know how happy the marriage is. So that's interesting. Max Verstappen's still the one to beat. If they can nail the energy recovery, if whichever team figures out how to recover the battery energy fastest wins. I'm telling you, this caliber of drivers in this field, whoever's best at energy recovery is going to take it down. McLaren comes in, reigning champs. You know this. Oscar Piastri, hungry, wants it. Hometown race, hometown boy. You know?
Yes.
Lando Norris defending. This dynamic they need to sort their fucking shit out. McLaren needs to name a 1 and 2. They cannot do what they did last year. Do you remember what they did last year?
I do remember something.
Yeah, say it.
Yeah.
Do it. Say it.
I know they did something and you said it was idiotic because it'll lead to this and then it did lead to that. Is that right? Am I right?
Yes. They said to the boys, it's papaya rules, just whoever wins, no number 1.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
Absolutely cannot. Yeah. So we've got Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton, obviously with Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton dated the Pussycat Doll, was dating Ray, has been seen with Kim Kardashian.
That's right. And is absolutely not a part of One Direction.
Absolutely not. Yeah. This is it. I feel like he's had some time to settle in. If Ferrari can't get their shit together, I'm very concerned what the Italians are going to do to them. Mercedes are rebuilding with intent. Toto Wolff obviously doesn't like to lose. And Kimi Antonelli is the new prodigy. He's had one season in to get his bearings. I think he's under fucking pressure. Then we have Aston Martin, Adrian Newey in there running the show, amazing engineer, and could flip the grid. Could be the difference. Then we go into the two big unknowns. 2 new teams, Michael. Audi. Now, Audi is entering as a full factory team in that they've taken over Team Sauber and they're rebuilding their own engines in Germany, I believe, if my memory serves correct. Cadillac is now America's first serious play for F1. This is a full American F1 team. They have a couple of grandpas driving for them, though. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen for them because...
Is Lexus a team?
No. Okay. So we've got for Audi, we have Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto, which, look, not Nico's first rodeo. He's fucking saber-toothed tiger. Cadillac has got, now this is interesting, Sergio Perez, who Checo came off of being dumped from Red Bull, old, but Cadillac have gone, we want names. And Valtteri, you know the bemulleted man that's adopted Australia as his own because he dates an Australian woman? You know Valtteri? Former Mercedes?
No.
Okay, great. Yeah. Well, he's the other Cadillac driver. It's very exciting. Alpine, well, I mean, let's see what happens. And I'm very excited about the season. This weekend is going to really, we're going to figure out if this is going to be an absolute shit show. That nobody knows. This is throw it at the wall and see what fucking sticks.
And is there a chance, given the new regulations and technology, that all previous estimations of who was doing well and who was in leader, just everything's all scrambled and flipped now and it's an open game?
No, sort of. But the teams who have done well in the past have more money to invest in the technology and have more time and more resources to get it right. So generally the imbalance stays because they've, that's how it's set up. If you win constructors, then you get the money. The money's determined by your place in the Constructors' Championship. So I don't think so. I think it'll be the usual battle of the big four. I think obviously McLaren, I think Red Bull, I think Mercedes, and I think Ferrari. And that's always been the case. I think it'll be very interesting. My tip, I think Ferrari have spent more time on the acceleration out of the corners. I'm very excited to see what Lewis Hamilton does this weekend. Okay. Thanks, Vincie. Moving on now to the sealed section. I put up an innocent story on Instagram just asking people if they too save the unhinged Hinge profiles they come across on that dating app. And they do. I obviously have a file on my phone called The Audacity, in which I screenshot profiles of men who have the audacity to think that they and I would be a match in any universe. And then I had you all send me yours, and we've picked 9. 10. Out of the hundreds, we've picked our favourite 10, and that's what we'll be going through. Michael hasn't seen these profiles.
I cannot.
I would like to get his feedback. But the headline is, the men of Hinge are fucking unserious. This is the first time in history that straight dudes have to sell themselves, and they suck at it. We've had to do it to survive, and now you all are trying to figure out what to do, and you are not good. This is bad. You need PR and you need it stat.
Are there any times where you look at it and you're like, you know what? This is great. Have you had that experience? So that some people can do it, but
Yes.
the strike rate, what percentage, like how many?
90-10.
Okay. 1 in every 10 is acceptable. Wow.
And by acceptable, the bar is low.
Yeah.
He's wearing pants and he hasn't asked me to take life less seriously. Sure, okay, I'll let him. Moving on to Sealed. See you tonight, Darwin. Bye.
If you're not a subscriber to Emsolation Extra, here's what you're missing.
Hello there and welcome to Days of My Dating Horrors, where we will... Truly.
Like sand through the hourglass.
It's true. I'm out there in the big bad world of dating. I've written a whole stand-up show about it. But the thing that has struck me most is the absolute imbalance between the male dating profiles on Hinge and the female dating profiles on Hinge. The lady ones are stunning, beautifully curated, soft lighting, poses, subheadings,
Thoughtful.
10-point plans. The dudes, it's like, honestly, they've taken a shit and smeared it on a mirror. You know, like, that's the effort. They've written it out with their hands. Lipstick on a pig comes to mind.
Oh.
It's really dire. And I didn't know if it was just me, you know, because I am at a certain end of the dating pool. Some might say beggars can't be choosy.
Oh, you are not a beggar. Please
choose.
Let's just say, all I'll say, no, I won't say. No, all I'll say is that it's hit the point when if Em's dating someone, she can no longer just simply refer to Viking because she's managed to uncover so many Vikings.
Let's just say Hinge has figured out my algorithm.
They are serving.
Truly. The amount of men, all the men look the same.
And yes, she is being served.
Truly. Anywho, I asked you all to send me the ones that you may or may not have saved. And it turns out all of you are doing this. Some of you even saved them all and then did a Spotify Wrapped on your dating. If you're lucky, I'll do one for you. I will. Essentially, half of this new show is a Spotify Wrapped of one particular date specifically.
I'm surprised Hinge hasn't actually got in on that. Like, seriously doing it.
I know. So let's get up Bachelor number 1 from the unhinged Hinge profiles.
Okay. Do you want me to read it out?
Yes.
My simple pleasures. Sliding my feet into cool, refreshing water.
We saved the best stuff for Emsolation Extra. So if you want to hear or even better watch what happened next, just click the link in our episode description or visit emsolation.supercast.com and join. Instantly, you'll have access to a world of bonus apps and other treats, all accessible through the podcast app that you are currently listening on right now. And on our extra tier, you can also watch and stream the video episode of what you just heard and our exclusive Sealed Section episode back to back every week via the Supercast website for just $2.50 a week on our yearly plan. Join Extra or Extra and get 2 bonus episodes every week, plus close friends access on Instagram, pre-sales ticket priority, and merch discounts and one-off exclusives. Find out more. Click the link in the episode description or go to emsolation.supercast.com now. Emsolation with M. Rusciano is recorded at Down the Hill Studios. Hosted by M. Rusciano with Michael Lucas. Executive produced by Benjamin Wasley. Produced by M. Rusciano. Filmed and edited by James Henderson. Socials by Benjamin Wasley, M. Rusciano and Marcella Rusciano Barrow. With assistance from Jem Evans and Isabella Hines. You'll find links to get more Emsolation on Instagram at Emsolation Podcast. Thanks for listening, and we can't wait to chat with you again soon.